Here's an insider secret on how you can use story and metaphor to be able to sell your service or your product or sell an idea from the stage that you want people to grasp onto. Here's what you do. You start off with, here's something that somebody wanted. Let's say a client wanted to double their business and they wanted to do it, let's say, in 1 year or less. I know my title, Double Your Business in 1 year or Less. I couldn't help myself. But let's say that's something that they want to do, right? Then the second part of it is, what exactly did you guys do in a very short format? And the result is or was this extraordinary thing. Now, if you're telling the story to a group and you want them to get a point or you want them to do a thing, then you say, and this is how it applies to you and what you need to do about it. This is the number one thing you need to retain or the number thing you need to do in order to be successful. But if it's a product or a service, I actually literally had this happen to me. I told this on a radio show a while back. A gal came up to me and said, I would love to double my business. And I said, great. And I said, how big is your business? And her business was already 75 million. And we're usually in the $5 to $50 million range. So 75 was quite a bit. And I said, okay, what do you think you need to do? And she said, well, if I could get it to Coke and Pepsi and Quaker. They'd been trying for 15 years and they weren't getting anywhere. Their main tactic, by the way, was writing 1,000 emails saying how awesome they were. And surprisingly, that wasn't working too well. But I found some really creative workarounds and we were able to get into Coke in 10 months, Pepsi in 14 months, and then 2 years and 2 months, we got into Quaker. Their goal was to get in by 5 years. And I told them right up front, that's not going to be doable in what my usual double your business in 1 year or less because of the size of the company and the difficulty of the task. So yeah, they got into all three and we had a party and they literally did double. They went from 75 million to 156 million, slightly more than double. And I told them to do one really, really powerful thing that anybody can do. That was the way into the very first domino, and that led to the other two. I mean, it's just a story. It was literally something that happened to me, something I shared with people, and that's something now that makes our email box fill up with people saying, hey, I'd like to double my business too. But if I just said, we're really good at doubling people's businesses, isn't that lovely? Nobody gets that excited about it. So that's a really important thing. So it's been interesting to me to see that things in story form can be so much more powerful. You can make a point so much more easily that way. Hope that helps and make it a great day and double your business, double your impact, and change the world.